Is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 centers in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, I gotta tell you guys, it's very similar to the power forward tier list because a guy like Manute, Taco, Yao, they can all play both, so they're gonna be on both lists. But there is a change at the top. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but just know it's not gonna be just a copy and paste because I look at players differently at power forward center depending on their movement, depending on their player model, player build. So again, keep that in the back of your guys' minds as we do dive into our top 10 NBA 2K23 MyTEAM when it comes down to the center position. At number 10, we're plugging in Dark Matter Season 7 Rick Smits. Now, sadly, on the Nobody Spent Squad series, I wasn't able to get Rick Smits. And when you look at his stats, they're pretty rough. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But he's 7'4". He's got the KCP base with a very smooth upper. Pretty good badge-wise as well, especially if you give him some of those shooting badges. That's the key for Rick Smits. Stats, badges, they're not going to tell the whole story for a card that came out in Season 7. I'm pretty sure early Season 7. I'm pretty sure it was the first one, even before Horace Grant. He was absolutely elite, and if you got Rick Smits, you might still be playing him. He is on a very similar level to a guy like Hero Yao, for example, who you guys could plug in here at number 10 as well. At number 9, we're plugging in Invincible Zrudis Ilgauskas. Now, the thing is, between Big Z, between Rick Smits, I don't even think there's a definite answer here. Some people might prefer Rick Smits. He is an inch taller, maybe wider player model. Some people prefer Big Z. I just think because of the stats and movement on the court, I give this slight edge to Big Z. Now, I like Big Z, 7'3", good release, good movement, good player model. Is he going to get stops on Taco Yao? Maybe occasionally, but not consistently. And so that's kind of where I'm like, I like Big Z, but I do think with him only, and I don't want to say only being 7'3", but only being 7'3" hurts his value a little bit. You can run Big Z, he can be your starting center, and you're probably going to have quite a bit of success with him. I'm just saying from top to bottom, I think there are better other centers in my team. One of them being Dark Matter Endgame Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of people overvalue this card. I don't think he should be going for the price he is currently going for. But with that all being said, I still think he is a top 8 center in my team. 7'2", good player model. I feel like Kareem is always a card that gets a good player model in my team. I don't know why, because I've played him in play now, and he's okay, but he's nothing special. But the fact of the matter is, this endgame Kareem is going to have a quick release. His player model is going to be solid defensively. He's going to be an absolute menace. And from top to bottom, it is tough to beat a guy like endgame Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's that simple. It's that easy. Kareem coming in here at number 8. Cracking my top 7. I think he was a part of the power forward list. I don't remember where he was at. Invincible Mark Eaton. Now, between Mark Eaton, between Big Z, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys and transparent. It is preference based. If you prefer Mark Eaton, cool. If you prefer Big Z, cool. The craziest part about it is they are basically the same price. Big Z is a little bit cheaper. I personally think Mark Eaton's a little bit better. So to me, it at least makes sense. Mark Eaton, 70,000 MT. 7'4", just a little bit taller than Big Z, a little wider player model. If you want a guy that can move better, I think Big Z is going to be better movement-wise. And if you want that traditional center that's probably going to get you more stops on Taco, on Yao, on those type of guys, that's where I think Mark Eaton comes in a little more useful than Big Z. Neither one of those cards are bad. I do think both the cards you can use and can play at the highest level in my team. I really do believe that. Mark Eaton, really solid. 70,000 MT coming in at number 7. At number 6, a guy that I recommend nearly everybody in my team picking up. This card right here. Dark Matter George Mirza. I'd go as far as to saying this. I think this card's price is going to go way up. I really do. And a big reason I think that is because he was a part of the Super Packs, right? He's not an Endgame or Invincible. So when Endgame and Invincibles come out, Mirsan, I believe, might even get more rare. Obviously, right now, his price is 23,000 MT. But I'm just saying, if you can get a couple for like 17,000 MT, I would hold him for, at least a couple of days and see where his price goes. Why do I like Mirsan? He's 7'7", wide player model. He's going to get you more stops than anybody else. Some people say, oh, Ty, but he doesn't rebound that well. You know what? Maybe not for you, but if you don't believe that, watch, the No Money Spent Squad series. You're going to see Mirasan absolutely snag for me. Smooth release, easy to time, easy green. If you give him a 7 seconds, coach, that goes into the low 90s and makes him absolutely just fine. Mirasan, really, really solid, really elite. Can't put him ahead of number 6 on my list, though. Now, that's just me, and the reason I can't is because I personally believe Manute gets better animations on the court. That's my opinion. Hero Manute at number 7. It's really close. Manute, slower release. Mirasan's is quicker. Again, they're different player models, player builds. Mirasan's wider. Manute's maybe longer. Both these cards are absolutely elite. Maybe I'm biased for Manute just because of the fact that I locked him in and I don't want to move on from him. Whether you have Mirasan higher, whether you have Manute higher, I don't think you can go wrong either way. Use the card you personally have more success with, and for me, as it stands right now at the time I recorded this, it's probably Manute. That's just the way it is. I'm chick with him, I'm comfortable with him, and he has done me no wrong. At number 4, we're going to plug in our first giant endgame, I do believe here, and that is Shawn Bradley. I think Shawn Bradley is good. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it misconstrued. I do think Shawn Bradley is good. It's just his player model, his wingspan isn't quite as long as, a Yao, a Taco, or even a Manute, right? Even a Mirasan for that, example. You could like Mirasan over Shawn Bradley, and I personally would not hate on it because I see where you're coming from. For me, Shawn Bradley's chick. He has a wide player model, player build. Meanwhile, he can move a little bit. Yes, his arms are short. He's not that long. That does hurt him and leaves a little bit to be desired as far as that is concerned. But from top to bottom, it's tough to beat Shawn Bradley, coming in at number 4. At number 3, Dark Matter Endgame Yao Ming. And I'm sorry if he's going for 361,000 MT. I think I need to sell my Yao on my Xbox account because if I can get that much MT out of Yao, I need to take what I can get, considering Mirasan is 7% of that price. Yes, Yao is absolutely elite in my team. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue that. I'm not gonna sit up here and talk down on Yao. I love this card. He's done me no wrong. 99 everything's across the board. Good player model, good release, wide player model. There's really no flaws in Yao. The card can do it all at the highest level. The big thing for me is his player model as good as the guys ahead of him? And is his release as good as some of the invincibles? That's a debatable one. I personally will take the endgame release over nearly any other release in my team. So a lot of this, again, is preference based. To me, Yao comes in at number 3. At number 2, this one might surprise you guys. I'm plugging in invincible Manute Bol. So he was number 1 on my power forward list. He's number 2 on my center list. 7'7", 200 pounds. His movement is really solid. Now, why do I like him more at power forward than center? It's because his movement's solid, right? I do not need my centers out there doing every dribble move in the game. To me, at the center position, defense should be your main priority. And with Manute Bol, it's good, but it's not, in my opinion, as good as the defense of the number 1 on my list, the number 1 center right now in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. That is the man with the plan. Endgame Taco Fall. Now again, people might be running him at the power forward position just because they're used to the icon being triangle. Taco's movement might not be great. It might not be the best. But the one thing about Taco is his player build is absolutely outstanding. And I feel like nobody can argue that. Manute Bol is going to move better than Taco just because Taco does way more. But I do think as far as an overall center in my team, Taco is overall the best. That's going to wrap it up for our top 10 centers. Probably our last center top 10 of the entire year. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.